Well, hello and good morning. As you can see from the title, San Francisco has really done their thing. They have currently voted in a non citizen, a young lady by the name of Kelly Wong, who doesn't even have an American passport. But they have done something that's really unprecedented. So, good morning to you all. Let's get right into the news article. We're not going to be before you long, but it goes on to say the newest member of the San Francisco Elections Commission, a 7 member civilian body that oversees and creates policy for the city's Department of Elections, isn't legally allowed to vote. Kelly Wong, an immigrant rights advocate, is believed to be the first non citizen appointed to the commission. At a swearing in ceremony administered by Board of Supervisors President Aaron Pesky on Wednesday at San Francisco City Hall, dozens of people gathered to commemorate the occasion. Wong says that she hopes her appointment is a beacon of hope for other immigrants living in the city. Quote, "There are always voices inside my head," she says, like, "You can't do it. You're not competent. You're an immigrant," she says. "This is not your country." Well, that's not true, said Wong, who immigrated to the United States in 2019 from Hong Kong, China, to pursue graduate studies. She continues with, "If I can do it, then you can do it." Wong's appointment is the result, get this, of a 2020 voter approved measure that removed the citizenship requirement to serve on San Francisco's boards, commissions, and advisory bodies. Each of the commission's 7 members is appointed by a different official, such as a mayor, city attorney, or district attorney. The Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to appoint Wong. I'm very impressed, says Peskin, by her commitment to enfranchising people who rarely vote, to educating people about voting, the voting process, and to bring in non-citizens and get them the tools they need as they become citizens. Now, again, that's from Mr. Peskin. Drawing on her lived experience, Wong says that she wants to increase engagement among the city's immigrant and non-English speaking communities. Anyone who has delved into San Francisco's ballot knows that it can be just as confusing for native English speakers to decipher the myriad of propositions and their arguments and the city's ranked choice voting system. Here's another quote. "Even though I'm fluent in English, I still encounter challenges in navigating a new system, let alone participating in political conversation and activities." This is what Wong said with KQED. That's a news company that we're reading this article from, before the swearing in on Wednesday. One of Wong's priorities is to ensure that voter materials are translated in a way that people can understand. She pointed out, for example, that there isn't an equivalent term for the word reparations in Cantonese and Mandarin. Quote, "I've seen how language and cultural barriers prevent immigrants with limited English proficiency from fully exercising their right to vote," Wong says. She continues, "Is there a way to do voter outreach that is not just about translation, but can touch a political education while maintaining neutrality and impartiality in elections?" she asks. Since 2022, Wong has done this kind of work as an immigrant rights advocate at Chinese for Affirmative Action. That's where affirmative action went. Let me finish. A civil rights group in San Francisco that focuses on the city's Chinese community. Since commissioners are unpaid, Wong will continue her work as an advocate, helping people like Christina Huang, who immigrated here from China 13 years ago. Quote, "Whenever I experience a language barrier or difficulties around access, I come to Kelly for help," Huang says in Cantonese. Look at the habits. Look at that. Everybody is just so happy there. Can you see that? Can you see that? Wow. What an accomplishment, right? Non-citizens aren't totally barred from voting in San Francisco. As a matter of fact, in 2017, after multiple attempts in previous years to pass similar measure, voters approved Proposition N, which allowed San Francisco non-citizens to vote in school board elections if they had a child who went to school in the district. And the people voted that in. But in 2022, a state superior court judge struck all that down, struck the law in a case brought by the United States Justice Foundation, a conservative nonprofit. The California Court of Appeal ultimately reversed the ruling. Quote, I think we have to go beyond, are we doing bare minimum to how we can get everyone fully involved, said Vincent Pan, who was the co-executive director of the Chinese for Affirmative Action. He hopes that Wong's appointment reasserts the commitment of recent measures to get more San Franciscans civically involved. He says, quote, I'm hoping there will be a day it won't be as newsworthy that you have someone who's an immigrant and a non-citizen involved in helping make the city run better, especially in a city where such a large percentage of the community is immigrants, Pan said. Well, Pan, I've got to say it. I just got to say, you make a great point. There's a lot of people there that are not citizens, and, they just need to put a whole wall around San Francisco and just create it as its own country, I mean, what's really going on here? I mean, why haven't they thought of this kind of stuff earlier? I want you guys to let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. Make sure that you share. Please hit the thumbs up because we really need this to get into the algorithm. And don't forget to like it. For Headlines with a Voice, this has been the Lockhart News Brief.
Lockhart Perspective.